Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have made it to the end of another fantastic week. It has been awesome. It has been exciting. It has been busy, fun filled, action packed, and everything in between. So, how did it go for you guys today? Did you hit those goals and milestones for the week? Are you already into May, guns blazing, ready to go, taking no prisoners? I know most of you are, and it is pretty awesome to see. So, definitely keep up that momentum. We're also closing out our week series, talking about our just causes, the big audacious goals, toxic leadership, how to properly care for your team. I mean, these were just very surface level stuff that we kind of dove into. So I want to make sure you guys are really thinking about and contemplating, what it means to take care of your people, what it means to actually have a just cause. This is something that you're not going to achieve it in our lifetimes, in the next lifetime, or generations. This is something you continually strive for, and that you're continually progressing and getting a little better, and you're getting closer to it, but you may not get there. But then right below that, you have your big audacious goals, right? Those are those goals that are like moonshots. So you're trying to hit way out there in space. But these goals are achievable. It's going to take a lot of hard work, going to take a lot of determination, a well-rounded, well-focused, synchronized team with a lot of trust, a lot of transparency, right? But you will get there. You can get there. The big, audacious goals can and will happen as long as you are holding that team right and you're managing and leading that team properly. The second there's ethical fading in there, there's creep in there, there's lack of integrity, lack of trust, that's when it's going to break down, and that's when you won't be able to make it. But most of you won't have that problem because you guys are crushing it, right? And then you just keep breaking it down from there. Your big audacious goals break down a little further, those break down a little further, until you have your regular goals milestones to progress towards it with achievable and realistic timelines. Now, a few other things we want to talk about is what you're measuring. You need to make sure you are measuring what actually matters and what matters most, because that is kind of going to shape the way your operations are going. And if you're only measuring certain things and not the holistic whole picture, that's when that ethical fading can start getting in. That's when people can start taking shortcuts, or they're just under so much pressure to meet those metrics, because that seems to be the only thing you're measuring and caring for. They're going to make sure that is taken care of so they will look good. So you got to understand that sometimes people are going to have bad days and they're not going to hit specific goals, milestones, and metrics in a given day. And if you're beating them down for that, then you're you're going to crush the morale of the team. So, just a few things to keep in mind. And as we go forward and as we're building these teams, and we're developing our leaders and we're developing our people, right? The best part about being a leader is taking care of those people who are in your care. And especially when you can grow them, develop them, bring them up to your level, and see them advance. A lot of people are afraid to teach, coach, and mentor people below them and bring them up to their level because they're afraid they're going to get surpassed by that person. That is awesome if that happens. That is a great sign. And you're like, well, John, why would you say that? Because now they've just surpassed you. Because guess what? Odds are, if you were a good leader and you got them to do that, they're going to turn around and bring you back up to their level. And it's going to create this springboarding leapfrog effect. You know, perfect world, that's how it should work. Will it work quite that smooth? No, it won't. Let's be realistic. It's not going to work that smooth, but definitely they will. You guys should be taking care of each other. You guys should be motivated from each other, and trying to progress, right? If they do surpass you, that means you have something to look up to, and you could see how they did it, and you could adjust the way you need to adjust. You could learn from them, and maybe they can mentor you in a way, right? But hey, you guys are going to go out there, you guys are going to do good things, or you never know, maybe they do advance above you, but they end up moving to a different organization or a completely different department or position, right? There's many variables that go into this, so don't stress it. You should be proud if that happens. That's all I'm going to say. So, all right, guys, let's get into the week and let's get some rest if you've earned it. If you're not working this weekend, if you are working this weekend, right? keep at it, but make sure you get time for yourself, that you're not going to burn yourself out, because once you burn out, it's hard to get back going again. All right, guys, I'm always here if you need me. Keep up the amazing work. We got more to come next week, and it's exciting times. Exciting things are happening. So, as always, stay good.